This game has amazing music. This series as a whole has some of the best music I've ever heard. Should we try Nightmare? Fuck it, yeah, let's do it. We're gonna try Nightmare. This is a new Game Plus file, and so I guess we'll see how it works. You get those people who are all like, bleeps and bloops? Those are my least favorite people. Oh no, that's awful. Alright. Sorry, I gotta make sure I have this walkthrough open. This game has so many missable things. Zero exploration. How do you do that? That's the whole point of that game. The main story is there as a like a God, what's the word? Yeah, Jesus. What is the word that I want? As like a not quite necessity, but like a formality. It's a formality, is what it is. It's like, here's an open world Zelda game. Also, I guess Ganon. Also, who cares? Daddy! Fit as a fiddle. I brought you a present. Really? What kind of present? A new fishing pole? Sneakers? Something for my training? Maybe I raised you wrong, Estelle. Aren't little girls supposed to like clothes and jewelry? I like pretty clothes, but they just get dirty. And jewelry breaks when you go play outside with it on. Anyway, Daddy, what's with the big blanket? Is that my present? Oh, you're a sharp one. Now why don't you come have a look? Yeah, multiplayer games are, I don't know, I'm kind of iffy on them. I really like my, I like to get immersed in my video gaming and kind of super duper toxic. Yeah, I do a decent job of like avoiding those. Like, I've never touched League of Legends or Dota or, you know, a bunch of the like really hardcore esporty games. Yeah, I like a good single player game most of the time. Boy. What? Well, here you are. Quite a handsome boy, don't you think? Why is my present a boy? Don't make such a fuss or you'll wake him up. Wake him up? You mean he's still alive? Looks kind of dead if you ask me. The Smash community can be kind of toxic, yeah. There's a lot of just like, I don't know. Personally, when I joined like a local scene, I found that it's been nothing but pretty much friendly. A lot of the people that were playing in my area when I joined were like my age and very similar to me. And so it was a really good time. The camaraderie was off the charts, but like online, it can be a shit show, especially with the Ultimate community and the newer games. Even online Melee can be, you know, you have all of your fucking toxic net play people, that sort of thing. I've treated his wounds, so he should be in stable condition. In the meantime, however, we'll need to let him rest. I'll put him to bed, so if you wouldn't mind heating a kettle of water on the stove, I'd appreciate it. Okay. He sure sleeps soundly. And he almost looks the same age as me. This is the first time I've ever seen black hair like that, too. He certainly does have a nice head of dark hair, and a pair of amber eyes to go with it. It's so cute and lullaby, right? That's nice and all, but how about you come clean and fess up? Fess up? Yeah, who is this kid anyway? And why is he hurt? Why'd you bring him to our house? Is he an illegitimate child or something? Did you betray Mommy? Where have you been picking up these kinds of words? No doubt from Scarazard, I assume. Yep, that's right. For heaven's sake, that girl is going to get me into trouble one of these days with all her nonsense. Actually, I just met this boy while I was out on business, and I don't even know his name. You mean Bracer Business? Something like that. Oh, look. Huh? He's waking up. Hmm. Wow, his eyes really are the color of amber. Where am I? So you're awake now, are you? Welcome to my humble home. You'll be safe here, so please just try to rest. What are you trying to pull? Huh? You must be out of your mind. Why didn't you just leave me there to die? Why? Now that's a question I don't know how to answer. Does things just work out that way work for you? Don't toy with me, Cassius Bright. You have any idea what you're getting yourself involved in? Hey! You're sure shouting a lot for someone who's supposed to be hurt. Running your mouth like that is just going to make it take longer for your body to heal. And just who are you supposed to be? I'm Estelle. Estelle Bright. She's my daughter. Don't you remember me telling you that I have a daughter your age? Now that you mention it... Wait a minute. Don't try and change the subject. Bleh, bleh. Ow! Quit yelling! Alright already. I love this game. I love this game so fucking much. All the characters and the writing in the first game is fucking amazing. The characters are also amazing in the second game because it's mostly the same characters. I definitely felt like the writing kind of fell off a little bit, which was unfortunate. This game, as well as its sequel, have like the longest video game scripts, I think, period. There is so much unique dialogue from NPCs. It's actually insane. Alright already. But you jumping on me like that isn't going to make me heal any faster either. I don't hear you yelling again, do I? Look, jumping on me like that is just going to make things worse. Do I hear yelling? Never mind, just forget it. As a word of advice, it would be wise not to argue with Estelle while you're in this house. Even I wouldn't stand a chance if I made her mad enough. Yeah, I can see that. By the way, aren't you forgetting something? Huh? Your name. You know, that thing that people call you? I told you mine already, so don't you think it would be unfair and impolite not to tell me yours? It seems like the logical thing to do, if you ask me. Trying to hide it now would only serve to your detriment. Fine. My name is... Lorf. You're in for a real treat. Hey Whirls, how's it going? Welcome back. I caught you for just that little bit a little while ago, and I missed you. Going good? Cool. Oh god, this is loud. This game is incredible. Me still being weird? I mean, always. This game came out on PC, I think about 2014, 2015. Somewhere around there, I think. I am not sick. I am coughing a bit and sniffly, but that's just kind of like how I am. My voice is not the usual. Yeah, I don't know what's been up with my voice lately. I don't know. I'm drinking lots of water. I have been streaming a lot more, so I feel like I've been talking a lot more, and it's been just rough on my voice, but That's the Smash invitation letter. Fuck, you're so right. Estelle Bright confirmed. Day one main. Would pick up the game, would play the game seriously. Easy. Yeah, my voice has been sounding a little raspy, you're right. Oh yeah, next DLC Fighter from ARMS. I don't think streaming as much has been actually like affecting me poorly or anything. I mean, I gotta do something while I'm laid off from work, so... God, I really hope it's not Little Mac with Belmont range. Oh, talking about sleep? Sleep has been equally shitty, actually. I stay up till 2, and then Sam wakes up for like 9 o'clock lectures, and it's just... I don't know, whatever. But I don't want to be, like, sleeping for 12 hours. Yeah, that would be a disgusting player or character to fight against. I mean, Marth already exists, though, so, like, he's already got super long arms. Right? Right? We're all used to it, right? Ha, ha, ha. I don't remember when I get to actually play the game. Don't worry, I do sleep. Like, I don't know. And I'll get better sleep. Okay, I promise. I'll get a good early night tonight just for you. Ugh, it's so bright in here. Yawn. I don't know how to... I slept like a rock. That must mean it's Dad's turn to cook this morning. I wonder if that means Joshua's still in bed? Yes, that's a no. I'm going to turn up the volume a little bit. Oh, I need my guide back. Oh my god. Minimize my guide. Oops. Can't do that. Alright, there we go. Well, I guess I guess I'd better get myself ready then too. Oh, it was, yeah, this is an RPG. The battle system is pretty nice, actually. I'm not usually a big fan of like super hard turn-based, like Final Fantasy style stuff. This game's combat is a bit more unique. And interesting. Definitely much more interesting than that. Nice, Joshua. Bravo! Good morning, Estelle. I hope I didn't wake you. Nah, I was already up when I heard you start to play. I can't believe how awake you are, though. Even the roosters still have bags under their eyes. Not that I mind, what with that siren song of yours gently lulling this beautiful woman from her slumber. What do you mean, woman? We're the same age and I'm hardly a man. Tisk, tisk, tisk. How wrong you are, Joshua. We may be the same age, but I am clearly the woman of the house. And that makes you something like my loyal follower, wouldn't you agree? Yeah, how fortunate for you. I've heard about Xenoblade Definitive Edition. I'm seeing screenshots of it, and it's a lot different. It looks very different from the original, which I can't decide if I like more or less. It definitely looks like higher graphical fidelity and quality, but at the same time, a lot of like the art style feels like it's a bit lost. I don't know. I kind of like the looks of the grungier stuff, but you bet these people get plot armor? Well, I'm not going to say nothing, because I have already played this game through and through. That's what I have to say about that. You could at least try and sound a tiny bit sincere. Oh shit, remastered Xenoblade music. That's gonna be fucking amazing, actually. It really is a nice tune, though. Cheerful, yet somehow wistful. I like your other songs too, of course, but this one's my favorite. Or, what's it called again? The Whereabouts of Light. That's right, The Whereabouts of Light. I wish I could play the harmonica like you, Joshua. Sadly, it's a lot harder than it looks. Oh, you can't hear me? Shit, okay. I'm gonna turn the game back down then. Actually, hang on, let me just move the microphone. How's that? Is that better? How is it in comparison to the game now? Is this better?
Hello, testing. Testing. ASMR stream. Testing.
Compared to what it takes to use a staff, I think the harmonica is much easier. It's really just a matter of concentration. You're probably right. I guess my problem is just that if I don't do something that uses my whole body, I start to feel drowsy. Okay, playing the harmonica is fine and all, but how about getting some exercise too? All your hobbies are sitting around kind of stuff like reading and music. Hold up. Oh. Alright, well, I will wait for you to get back. Okay, but just kidding, I'm gonna still play. It's your loss. No girl is gonna be impressed with just that. Well, excuse me for being so unpopular with the ladies. Although I feel like I should be the one lecturing you about your hobbies. I mean, what kind of boy wants a girl who loves fishing, collecting bugs, and has a fetish for sports shoes? You know what? That's more than I can play on the harmonica, so that's impressive. I would love to learn that song on the harmonica, The Whereabouts of Light, because I love this game that much. Hi, Fubar. How's it going? That's enough talk about hobbies for now. And for your information, I graduated from bug collecting a long time ago. Really? I'll believe that when I stop finding beetles in the hallway. Hey, Estelle, Joshua. Morning, Dad. Good morning, Dad. Is breakfast ready? Ready and waiting. Why don't the both of you hurry on down before it gets cold? Okay, I'm on my way. Sorry. Thanks for the grub, Dad. Boy, am I stuffed. Yeah, no, Cassius has not grown up. Because once you're an adult, you just top out. You level out. That's it. Are you eating or inhaling, Estelle? Like people say, kids who eat and sleep a lot grow a lot. Well, make sure you get enough to eat, but don't forget to pour that energy into your work, too. That reminds me, you two are finishing up your training at the guild today, aren't you? Not a whole lot, Fubar. I've decided to replay the entirety of the Trails in the Sky series, because I want to play the third, but I don't want to just jump into it and have nobody know what the heck's going on, so I'm going to do a New Game Plus playthrough of this game, and the second game as well, and then we're going to play the third, and I'm going to do 100% on the hardest difficulty, and yeah, we're going to see how it goes. That's right, it'll be a review of everything we've learned up to this point. And once we're finished, we'll be bracers, just like you, Dad. That means I'm not going to let you treat me like a kid anymore, either. You still lack understanding, Estelle. You can only become a junior bracer in the beginning, or in other words, a trainee. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you should work extra hard in your training to become a full-fledged bracer. Well, I'm not afraid of a little hard work. PK Fire! Just you watch and see what I'm capable of, Dad. I'll be so successful that it won't be long before I pass you, too. That's the spirit. Let's see what you're made of then, shall we? Let's not start a rivalry here, you two. And Estelle, keep your focus on the task at hand. We have a test later on today, remember? Huh? Wait, what test? Please tell me that you didn't forget about the test, Estelle. You know, the one that checks whether or not we've mastered the skills we've been learning in training. Don't you remember Scara saying that if we failed, we'd be stuck with a ton of extra homework? Crap, totally forgot. Now that you mention it, I guess I kind of remember her saying something like that. Don't sweat it. I'm sure we'll manage somehow or other. I honestly don't know how you've survived this long, Estelle. Your brain is like a sieve. Papa is sad. How can any child of mine end up with such a careless, over-optimistic personality? Ah, you're the one that raised me, so I definitely got it from you. I swear the two of you act so much alike, but whatever. We should probably head over to the guild soon, Estelle. Scara's going to be waiting there for us. Sounds like a plan. You know how crazy scary she gets when someone keeps her waiting. Oh, before I forget, it's my turn to cook dinner tonight. Is there anything in particular you'd like to eat, Dad? Any requests? Something I'd like to eat, huh? How about Rouen-style scalloped fish in a balsamic vinegar sauce? What's that? I think that's a little more than Estelle's cooking skills can handle. Or our stomachs. You're right, I just wanted to see what kind of reaction I could get. I'll just have the usual fried fish and omelet. Honestly, whatever he just said did not sound hard. Vinegar sauce, like that's it? It's barely even a sauce. No need for anything fancy, but do try to make something edible. You know what, my cooking skills are also not great, so it could very well be much more difficult than I think too, so... How rude, but I can't actually say he's wrong. Actually, I do have one favor to ask before you head out. I'd like you to pick me up a copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. They're supposed to be getting the latest edition in today. Oh, got it. One copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. I've never said that fast aloud, and I can't stop myself from saying liberal. Liberal. Liberal News. That's how I pronounce it. Liberal. There we go. Got it. Received 500 Mira. My cooking skills include hot dogs, craft dinner, and I'm tapped. That's it. That's everything I got. Oh yeah, chicken nuggets. Yep. I know, the Liberal News. If there's any money left over, you can have it as your allowance. However, that means no wasteful spending. Alright, thanks, Dad. Okay, we're heading out now. See you later, Dad. Work hard and give Scarazard my regards. That was like 3 rhyming things. Oh god. Okay. Alright, so this game has a very weird quirk. The menu button is like not anything specific. Oh yeah. You gotta get going, World? Alright, thanks for coming out. I'll probably upload most of my playthrough. I don't think I'll highlight it or anything, so basically VODs will be available at, you know, when I finish stuff. So check that out if you want to keep caught up on this game, and I highly recommend you do because it's amazing! But yeah, thanks for dropping by. So yeah, I'm playing on the GameCube controller, and the start button does not open the menu. I am clicking the start button. That is me clicking the start button. Instead, it's B. Because start button does open a different menu. I don't know. I guess I could change it in the like the configurations or whatever. But anyway, you'll notice I am level 38, not levels 1 and 2. Twin Dirks leather vest, birch staff leather vest. Such a hypocrite telling me to sleep while it's late for you and you're not asleep. Whatever. You're still looking out for me. Fine. Alright, so we have all our New Game Plus equipment, or all of our New Game equipment, or Old Game, Jesus Christ. So we're going to put on, the best shit. Holy moly. Right? What is sleep? Sleep is, I don't know, whatever. Sylphin boots? Women only? Yeah. Composites? Oh boy. I have 10 skull pendants. Yeah, there's so many death blows in the game, which are just instant kills. CP up 10%. CP automatically recovers during battle. We're going to give that one to... Okay, what are we going to figure out here? Lily necklace, Confuse. Confuse really fucked me up the first time I played this game. We don't have anybody better to give the Grail Locket right now, so it's going to be Estelle, but we are definitely going to change that to a certain character who I will get much later. And then we're going to do death blows, basically. Twin Dirks are going to be the Herb Blades. There. And these are going to be this is going to be the Royal Guard. This is going to be Atlas Gear. And this is going to be Gladiator Headband. This game's music is so comfy. Alright, I'm done. Okay, then. Doesn't protect from Fuse, unfortunately, which I like having, but it's fine. Oh boy, Orbments, and I think, yes, I have them all. So, Orbments are very complicated and weird. You'll see as I scroll over them, I get different arts. So, basically, oh god, is there a way I can show the Orbment itself? Oh yes, the Orbment itself is on the right side of the screen. So you'll see there are, this is the first slot, and then there's these two in a line here, in the blue line. They're a bit like Materia, yes, but they work more in tandem with each other. So this quartz, this quartz, this quartz, and this quartz all are set along the top of the brown line, or the orange line. So if I put in, and then on the bottom of the screen you'll see there's elemental values for each one. And So if I pop in defense 3, I get all of these, right? And you can see next to the attack on this one, it says Earth Sepith times 5, or Earth Quartz times 5, meaning I have to have a score or an Earth Elemental value of 5 to be able to get that technique, or art. So certain ones have different ones, and then there's some weirder ones like Haze. Enemies become unaware of presence, where you have 2 Earth and 3 Mirage. Mirage, I believe. No, this is... Yes. So the elements in order are Earth, Water, Fire, Wind, Time, Space, and Mirage is the yellow one. So, but you'll see, if I put in a Defense 1 and a Poison, I get, you know, these things, right? But if I remove that one and I put in a Poison 1 here and then a Defense 1 here, because they aren't on the same line, as you can see kind of when I scroll between these, there's a 3 for Earth and then a 1 for Earth, I don't get the same arts, meaning these lines have to be together. And then there's Joshua. He has a different style of orbment. He's got one very long line and then one very small line. And this is the basis of how you give all of your characters stats, abilities, as well as like arts. So your spells and your stats are determined entirely from these, which is immensely complicated, and it's so cool. The only thing I don't like about it is that it ends up that your casters get all of the best quartz because they give the best values of each element. So like, I had EP Cut 3 on a bunch of my casters, that sort of thing. The blue-orange meaning, if you mean these are our separate lines here, our separate orbment lines. This will be explained probably at some point. I'll kind of breeze through the tutorial because I know how it works. So when the on-screen tutorial comes up, I'll point out things that are relevant to explain it to other people. So this quartz here, whatever is in the center, applies to both this line and this line. These 3 yellow ones and 2 blue ones all produce a different element depending on what quartz you use. Basically, yeah, you get... Okay, so if I do, let's see... Okay, let me just throw in whatever the hell. HP 2... Shield 1 and Evade 2. So you can see on the top, in the top right of the screen, above the orbment itself, we've got 5 Earth. I don't remember what the name for it is exactly, but 5 Earth quartz, 3 water quartz, 2 wind quartz. So any and every art down here whose requirement, as you can see in the bottom where it says next to recovery, like blue times 1, every art whose requirement we satisfy is now available to this character based on this quartz line, or this orbment line. And then basically it's just these 2 lines do not interact. So with this combination I've got stuff like Fear, heals 200 HP, Earth Guard, form a temporary Earth Shield. I've got Sylphan Guard, creates a temporary wind barrier, Aqua Bleed, which is our basic water attack spell, and Air Strike, which is our basic wind attack spell, as well as Stone Hammer, because I have a higher level defense spell, or defense thing, as well as for Stone Hammer, the basic Earth one. It's a lot to take in. It is very much a lot to take in, but it's so interesting. It's one of my favorites in any RPG I've ever seen. It gets super simplified in the Trails of Cold Steel series, where it's just like certain... Basically, you don't have values anymore, you just have like, okay, these are your slots, and here are your items and stuff. Alright, I just got a text from Sam. Yeah, you'll get it. You'll pick it up. I'm actually basically about to go totally hamburgers on it right now, because I am on the hardest difficulty setting from New Game Plus. So, here's what we do. That is not... What the hell? I could have sworn I had more action 3s, but fine. Okay. Action 3. I don't know where I want to put hers, but... Cloak is really good, but I don't want to use it because I'm going to need to level up a bunch. Enemies become unaware of presence. Haze is also really good, actually. I will probably use Haze because that means enemies don't run into me, but if I run into them, I can still initiate random encounters. So it's basically, it turns it into a choice, which is nice. Oh yes, and as you'll see, certain characters, not Estelle. Estelle's, all of her orbment slots are all quartz friendly, whereas Joshua has 2 time quartz only slots, meaning he's a little bit more restricted in what I can put into these slots, as you can see here. I'll give him a cast 2 for now. Now, I'm not sure what kind of good fire things there are. But Joshua is definitely not really a caster-based character. He is definitely our melee attacker. His movement is currently 8. What's Estelle's? Estelle's is currently 7, so that's pretty good, actually. I think Estelle needs some dex. 18? 18. No, okay, they're about good. How much are the movement things? Okay, just 1 and 2. Okay, that makes sense. Let's see. Okay, so here's an example of how I'm going to use this system a bit. He's currently got Clock Up EX down here, which is, okay, he just requires more time, Sepith, 9. Clock Up is so good. Let's see. Oh, it's just single, okay. So I don't actually need that super bad. Probably for right now, maybe. I'm not sure. So if I can find some other thing that isn't a time quartz, yeah, like EP3 here, that has some more time quartz to put on, we can get Clock Up EX without having to use more time quartz, and it can put more quartz value towards other spells and stuff. Okay, God, this is going to be so tricky actually to figure out because I have no idea what the hell I want right now. Let's see. I'm going to give her Eagle Eye here and information. I like having these two on Estelle. Mind 3 or HP 3, I wonder. Let's do... Yeah, this is alright. People jump right into DK fairs. Oh, hey, are you talking about me? Because that's definitely me. Okay, oh, she should get an action for sure. No, she should get a cast +2. Or a cast 2 for now. Time to cast Arts is greatly cut. That's really good. So she can have Clock Up, which is really good. Soul Blur is a nice generic attack. There's like elemental weaknesses and strengths and stuff that we'll get into too. I'm just going to put on a couple of like stats things for now, I think. Good strike. Critically strike. Ooh. Cargo throw into down throw into fair. Holy shit. Holy shit, yeah. Haze maybe? Sure. So we've got a whole bunch of really good recovery spells, basically. Oh, you know what? There are some good recovery wind spells. I think. Nope. But there's Airstrike and Aerial. Aerial is really good. Okay, this was information before, I believe. Yeah. Cast 3, Defense 3. Haze is good. Mind 3. Yeah. Alright, this is fine for now. I'll fine-tune this. Yeah, this game is on Steam, as are, like, all of its sequels and stuff. There's Trails in the Sky first chapter, which is this one, which you'll want to start with. Trails in the Sky second chapter, which you will definitely want to buy if you want to play this game, because, well, you just will. And, there is Trails in the Sky the third, which I have not played yet, and I'm kind of building up to playing it for the first time. And then there's Trails in the Sky, Trails of Cold Steels 1 and 2 are currently on Steam, and then 3 and 4 are, like, kind of in the releasing process sort of thing. I will have to be right back for just a second. Cricket is scrambling to go out, so one moment here, sorry. I honestly wish that, like, I should just, I don't know. I wish I could just, like, set it so that when I mute my microphone, it's to be right back screen or something. And then when I unmute it, it's to not that screen anymore or some nonsense. Defense 3. I feel like we're gonna need some defense 3s. And, I'm also gonna give him a mind 3 or a freeze. Mind 3 gives him Tira, and Tira is really good. I got myself literally just a mug of some Special K that we have had for, like, the better part of forever, actually. Which may be a bit silly and all, but, like, hey. Okay, what do I want to give Joshua? I'm gonna give him Impede 2, actually. Impede 2 is gonna be really good. I just have, like, absolutely no, I have no snacks. Sam has a total monopoly on all the snacks in his house right now because they're all her snacks. Ooh, look at all that Sepith I have. Awesome. Okay. Hellfire eggs, hell yeah. Ingredients, books. Oh man, I missed a lot of these. Okay. So here's the map of Liberl. We are in Roland. And, if you were here at all for my D&D stream last night, you might notice that I kind of took a lot of inspiration for the world from this. It's pretty big, yeah. This is a very big game. My first playthrough of this actually took me 46 hours. Also, yes, they are on Steam, and they go on sale pretty often, so feel free to kind of take a break, or, like, don't worry about it. Throw them on your wish list, and just wait. And, yeah. Okay, battle position, we're going to put ourselves backwards, because it's always best when the enemies come to you, basically, in this game. S-Break, Barrage, good. Black Fang is really good. It's kind of a... There's going to be a lot of kind of mini spoilers in this playthrough, actually, because it's New Game Plus. Especially with regard to, I believe, there's one kind of, like, New Game Plus only collectible that you can pick up that is, like, detailing lots of stuff that's... Wait, is that in this game or the second game? I don't remember anyway. We've actually had this Special K for so long that eating it now, I am pretty sure it's like dehydrated or something, because oh my god, it just like feels like I'm eating Rice Krispies. It's very strange. Okay, we are finally ready to begin playing the video game. I'm going to talk to Cassius like a whole lot. Okay, we're not going to talk to Cassius that much, actually. I forget what stuff is, like, examinable or whatever. I also forget if you can, like... Oh, yes, this is the map button. Okay. That doesn't do anything. D-pad just moves. C-stick does nothing. L and R are cameras, which I don't have access to. RN. Here we go. So if you've ever played Grandia for the PS1, it actually feels a lot like that. This is Estelle's room. We can rest and recover our stuff. Not much else we can do. This is Joshua's room. Let's see. I need to look up if there is a New Game Plus collectible. Doesn't seem like there is. Okay. Oh, NG Plus files? Oh, literally, it's a save file. Okay, so no, I'm pretty sure the game with some 9F, the best, oh, some of the best music is Dark Souls easily. I agree for sure in the context of like playing Dark Souls. The music is very, very nice, and like I love that it's good and orchestral, and it really sets the tone of all of the encounters and stuff, especially how unique it makes a lot of them feel. But I judge a lot of soundtracks kind of weirdly when it comes to video games, and it's how much do I like each individual song kind of as I listen to it out of the game. And this series is incredible for that, and Dark Souls I feel does not really do that for me. So yeah, I don't know. So we are out on the Elise Highway. It's just a little highway. I do not remember this view being so high up, like the angle being so high. But like, hey, whatever it is, what it is then, I guess. I want to see if there are some enemies I can fight. Just kind of get a taste of what the difficulty is going to be like. Oh yeah, you can save at any time, I believe. Yes. We're going to start on page 5. Roland City is in the opposite direction. You're not sleepwalking again, are you? Why don't you just be quiet and keep your comments to yourself? Yeah, exactly. Listen to in-game. Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel about it. But I definitely prefer and rate higher soundtracks that I like listening to outside of the game. Truth be told, though, you're the one who signed up to be a bracer in the first place, so I don't know why you'd expect to get away with any less effort. Oh yeah, I guess I did. Alright then, let's get to it and make it through this last hazing from Scara. You look ready to me. Let's go meet with Scara at the Bracer Guild over there then. Now, we're gonna run over here. I'm gonna talk to this little girl. Spoiler alert, we're going to that sewer. The newest Stragas! Oh yes, Persona games have incredible music for that. Everyone has these problems when they first start out. Yeah, whatever. The Ordnance is basically technology. They kind of go into it a bit more. Everything's too convenient these days. Phones are bad, grr. Oh, I can actually do stuff. Oh, I can do stuff. Look at all these shitty ordnance shitty quartz I don't want to make. All of his slots are open, all of her slots are open. Battle buddies during their days in the Royal Army. I've never heard of that one. Have I? I don't think I have. Is there a house up here? Yes. Septium. Knocked over his bookshelves again. The joy of cooking monsters. What kind of game is that? A Kane, or a Kane, or however you pronounce it. But that's the Alban bar. Oh, there's a person here. Child! What? Mr. Paddington. Ho ho ho! Well, what have we here? Cassius's naughty daughter and clever son, huh? Just when I thought you hadn't been around in a while, you show up all grown. This is Hotel Roland, which I don't think I need to go to. This is the church, which I don't need to go to. Okay. Forest of Mistwall to the south of here for work. Ooh, arms and guards. They'll have nothing good for me. Oh, cool. Sounds interesting. I'll give you a head injury if you don't shut up. And don't call me Scatterbrain. Alright, screw it. Doesn't seem like there's a... You're not Skara. You're Aina. Aina? I don't know what her name is. The Star and the Hanged Man. The Hermit and the Magician. Inversion through the Wheel of Fortune. She's doing actual tarot readings, and I'm pretty sure they're actually legitimate. In fact, I should look those up later. I don't forget completely what they are. Joshua, Skara's picking on me. I'm sure she'll pick up on how to use an orbit with some practice, eventually. Probably. Hold on a sec, Joshua. Somehow I get the feeling that you weren't standing up for me. Well, that's odd. I'm positive I described all your best traits accurately. If you want to go to a Smash Local, just go. Just go. Your skill does not matter. You will lose, probably. You will lose to two very good people or whatever. No, I don't know. How seeding usually works is you'll probably fight... Oh, you know what? I don't know, because it depends on number of people, and like the best player will usually get like a bye. So you'll play someone kind of in the middle of the rankings, I feel, who will probably swamp you a bit, and then you'll go down to the loser's bracket, but it'll be a fun time. Just check out your scene, go and experience, and play outside of bracket a whole lot. Like, play a lot of friendlies, as they're called, I suppose. Okay, so this is all the information and stuff. About orbments. Orbments are mechanical devices which operate by using what is known as orbal energy. A variety of effects can be produced depending on their structure and the type of quartz or process septium installed. Although it's only been about 50 years since their invention, these devices play an integral role in all facets of life, from lights, heaters, and other everyday products to weapons, magic, and even airships. In connection, this technological reform is commonly known as the Orbital Revolution. You could try online, but I definitely feel like you'll have more fun at a local, like an offline thing. And don't go with the expectation of being like, oh yeah, I'm going to win, I'm going to be so good. Just go to get a feel for your scene and learn from people how you can improve and stuff. Like, I don't know, what you got going on. And like, if you don't like your scene, you don't like your scene, and that's that basically. You can play online if you want. But no, you should definitely check it out. And don't worry about skill level at all. That's one of the biggest misconceptions that I think a lot of people have getting into Smash, is they're like, oh, I want to go to a tournament, but I'm not good enough to go to a tournament. If you don't ever go to a tournament, you will never ever become good enough to go to a tournament in your own words, you know? Necking. Bracers are investigative and combat specialists who work to protect civilians and maintain the stability of their respective regions. They aid the community in various ways, such as exterminating monsters, preventing crime, finding lost items, and escorting people and goods. The Bracer Guild, which has established branches across the continent, manages the affairs of the Bracers in each region. Exactly. You don't even know how good you are or are not in relation to people until you play other people, right? The kingdom in let's start over without food enough. The kingdom of Liberl, in which we live, sits on the western half of the Zemurian continent and abounds with nature and deep-rooted traditions. Liberl is proud to be one of the leading producers of septium on the continent and is known for its high level of technology used to develop orbments. Orbment technology has also been a key pillar of support for Liberl in protecting its independence as it has contended with neighboring nations. 10 years ago, when Liberl was invaded by the Erebonian Empire, it was the use of orbital-powered airships that saved the kingdom from defeat. Consequently, even now, our relationship with the Empire is somewhat sensitive, but thanks to the Queen's political finesse, Liberl enjoys peace. How is today's practical training any different from the training we've done before? Since it's practical, that means you'll be experiencing things firsthand. Therefore, I'm going to have the both of you run through everything as if this were a real bracer job. What you're saying is there won't be any studying at a desk involved? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. This time you'll have to go out and make a physical effort to accomplish your task. I'll make sure to have you work up the sweat, so I hope you're ready. Yes, that's seriously just what the doctor ordered. I didn't know what I was going to do if I had to sit another day with my tush parked at a desk. I guess I got all worried for nothing. Well, suddenly you're all bright and cheerful, Estelle. Let's just hope that smile on your face lasts until the end of today's training. Okay, let's get cracking on your first objective, shall we? Let's have at it. Pretty sure this is our ordnance. Oh, no, bracer notebooks, okay. Understood. Crap, this sounds like it's going to be a pain. Quit screwing around, check the job description. This training will involve searching the sewers beneath Roland and bringing back the contents of a chest. See Scarazard for details. Like you were able to see what was posted without any trouble. Checking the bulletin board is one of the most basic functions a bracer performs on the job. Checking regularly to see whether or not there are any urgent tasks which need immediate attention is also an important duty for bracers. Is that so? I have not seen any Breath of the Wild 100% speedruns, thank God. God, I don't even know where I would start watching that. We'll be heading across the street to Mr. Milder's Orbital Factory and learning about how to use its services. He's graciously taken time out of his work schedule to explain things, so make sure to be on your best behavior. Estelle and Joshua are like 13, 14, 15, around that age in this game. So if they seem like they're being treated as very small, it's because they're pretty small. Here is where you will learn how to use an Orbital Factory's services. I'm going to skip through a couple of these. Orbments. Orbments are mechanical devices which exhibit an array of effects through the installation of various types of quartz. By definition, that means that lights, airship engines, and so on are also types of orbments. However, the ones we will be discussing today are battle orbments, which enhance the user's physical abilities and make it possible to use magic. Since each orbment is adjusted to match the owner's personal aptitude, the structures for these devices also differ for each owner. Simply put, the shape of the fixed elemental slots and lines which connect them vary. At any rate, that's the layman's explanation. Sure thing. In order to install quartz, you must first have an open slot. By default, the central slot is open, but the other slots must be opened at an Orbital Factory like this. It'll take a fair amount of Sepith, too. Is it still doing that, Fubar? Goddammit. And, like, I guess I could drop the quality again, but that would still put you higher than, like, you already don't want to be at. Yeah, it's a Twitch issue. Twitch you. The type of arts one can use also changes depending on the elemental value and the combination of installed quartz. Basically, if you want to use water arts, all you have to do is install quartz with water elemental value. It doesn't go into it much more than that. Quartz are circuits made from Sepith. Quartz have a vast number of effects and raise the owner's abilities while simultaneously making it possible for them to use arts. There are also fixed slots in which only a certain type of elemental quartz can be installed. Fragments of Septium, which are dropped by monsters. They are divided into 7 types. Sepith can be exchanged for Mira almost anywhere, but it can be used to synthesize quartz and to open orbit slots. That's everything. In your case, Estelle, any elemental quartz is okay, but for you, Joshua, it has to be a time elemental quartz. Oh. Oops. So, I don't know, what the hell do we want? Nothing really. What do we have most of? We have fire. Synthesize attack, and then synthesize action. Ray. Oh, okay, cool. If you'd like to use more powerful arts, check out the Arts and Quartz chart in your Bracer notebooks and find something that works for you. Qualification test. Sometimes I fear for the future of the Bracer Guild and humanity. I'm gonna remember that you left me high and dry like this, Joshua. Right. Yeah. Yeah, you mentioned that yesterday. Did Cassius drop you on your head as a child or something? Searching for and retrieving an item from the sewers. Ringing any bells yet? What a relief! O divine Adios, I give thanks to thee for thy infinite grace in bestowing upon us such wonderful gifts as sewers. You have to go and say something like that when I'm trying to reminisce about positive things. Real living, breathing monsters down there. Fear bomb, monster guide. Nice. Alright. I'm gonna save again just in case these monsters really fuck us up, but I really don't. Recovery point. Hooray. Here's the fun thing about this game. A fully well built-in turbo mode. So you can just speed things up, and it works in battle, so like, as RPGs go, it's the best. The conditions at the start of the battle will change depending on how a monster is engaged. Engaging an enemy from behind is advantageous, while being attacked by an enemy from behind is disadvantageous. Oh wow, I did not remember how this menu works. Okay. So you can only move so much. But we can move well enough to go fuck up this. Oh, that was Estelle's turn. Okay, 789. We don't have access to arts or crafts yet, apparently. We're gonna move up just a little bit. We're gonna let it be his turn, so hopefully he'll move, but he did not move. So we can hit him. Waboom! Okay, that's 1,038 on these like 100 HP monsters. Juicy bone! Cool, we did it. Ah yes, these ones are the hard to hit ones. Okay, I will be right back. Sam just asked me to do a thing. Not changing the scenery or the mic because it will forward it and taking the... Okay. Okay, so we now have access to arts, and we have so many arts because they're arts, or new game plus basically. So let's just smoke them with an aqua bleed. And firebolt. Crisp onions. Ah, yes. Try using crafts this time around. Since crafts have other effects besides just dealing out damage, they're worth a shot. Alright, so we have all of our crafts already. Usually we don't, obviously. Let's see. Morale. Comment. Heartbreak. So you'll see there are kind of areas of effect. Morale is a really good go-to one. I'm just gonna comment this one, I guess. Wa-boom! Penetrate AT delay. Okay. Dare so senseless. Dual Strike is incredibly overpowered. Yeah, look at that shit. That's so good.
We're good to go.
Reviving Bomb. And this is one of the best features about this game. Chest quotes, or chest lines, or whatever. Chest messages, basically. Every time you loot a chest, you can check it again, and it gives you a unique message. The chest is empty, because of you. Nice work, hero. One blow using an S-Craft or S-Break should do the trick for just about any enemy. So these can be inserted into the, basically the line. Oh, I don't have, like, the EX versions of these, I think. I'm pretty sure there's, unless that's in the second game only. I don't know. I don't remember. Anyway. So, you click over there, and then you can now use Barrage. Or if you're playing, it'll be Pummel. Boom! Okay, so Nightmare Mode is going to be a fucking cakewalk. I'm just going to kill this thing. These are all still tutorial battles, basically. Turn bonuses have the same effect, regardless of whether they are allotted to an ally or a foe. Using S-Breaks to ignore the battle order makes it easy to jump in and strip an enemy of their turn bonus. This is another really nice thing about this game. So yeah, you get a turn bonus on that turn, that's 8. She currently does not have any of her stuff, basically, which is unfortunate. But if we want to just, I don't know, Stone Impact, that's going to take her a very long time to cast. You'll see it pops her down at the very bottom. The next little, like, line thing. No. It inserts her basically where she is going to be able to cast the thing. So basically, if you're like, oh, I will use, what does he have? Does he have anything that hits multiple? He does not. Single. He's got area small for support. Basically, say I'm like, okay, I can cast this on Estelle, and then have Estelle run into it. I don't know. It's, yeah. so I can only hit one thing at a time here. Which is fine. I'm just going to hit this thing. It's dead. Hooray. 0. Okay. We're just going to probably hit that. Nope. Okay. I don't know why that guy's doing nothing.
We're good to go.
All box. Did you just say the F word? By looking inside this chest again, you flunk! Just kidding. Alright, and now we just turbo our ass out of here. We'll have to learn about how to report the results of your work. Depending on how you handle a job, you may see an increase or decrease in the amount of pay you receive. You will also accumulate points, which are known as bracer points. BP are an indication of your achievements as a bracer. So this is one of the things that I'll be going for in New Game Plus is maximum bracer points. Basically, you have to pick all of the correct options in every quest all the time, ever, forever. And that's the only way you can get max. And when you get max stuff, I don't know, good things happen. I don't remember because I didn't get it the first time. Bracer badges. Junior Bracer emblems. Beginning this day at 1500 hours, you are both hereby appointed as Junior Bracers within the Bracer Guild. From here on, you will work as members of the Bracer Guild to support the livelihood of those around you, defend peace, and uphold justice. Congratulations, you two, and welcome into the fold. Hooray! Look at us now, world! We did it! I was happy until you made my eardrums bleed. There's actually much more to it than that, but I'll save that conversation for another day. Turbo. He just seems like nothing more than a no-good middle-aged man who's always out doing who knows what instead of being a father. Jesus! Once with the O grade, it's a Estelle remark. There's no room for girls to be sticking their big fat noses in boys' business. Quit acting like you're a bracer you want to be. Jesus, Luke. Savage. For being a killjoy. I can accept that Joshua became a bracer before me, but getting passed by the likes of Estelle? What's the likes of Estelle supposed to mean? Okay, so they're probably 16 then. I'm going to go train at my secret base. Who's the final boss? Just saying. It's a boy thing. Gotta go buy that paper. We apparently have to buy 2 copies. Hyper Bracer Estelle. Maple cookie. Yay! All you have to do is eat the food to learn the recipe. It's as simple as that. You should eat whatever food you come across that you haven't had an opportunity to try before. What? I can't buy another issue of the news. Weird. Alright, well, whatever. I'll probably have to check back later. Gotta make sure we get Carnelia Chapter 1, the collectible book. There's always a collectible book in every single one of these games. It's very strange, but also I love it. I've only got the first chapter of this novel, so if you want, I'll give it to you. Carnelia, Chapter 1. Yeah. Let me really quickly check. Okay, cool. So this whole like guide I'm using is actually set up really nicely. It's got pretty much everything that you want and need for achievements all laid out. Although I wish it was like, well, there's just straight up too much like information to be all contained on one thing. But we do have to double check our records. So let's see. Default armor. We need leather armor and the armor vest, which I'm pretty sure that we have. Leather armor, armor vest, yep. Birch staff, yep. Pile rod, yep. Tin staff, yep. Wind dirks and kunai, yep. We also probably already have the Viper. Yep, we've got all these. These are spoiler weapons, woo! Wait. Oh yeah, no, I know who. This is the Bracer book. As you can see. Treasures. Okay. We've got everything, I think. That emblem on your chest means I shouldn't have expected anything less from Cassius's kids. As good an eye for weapons as you. Inventory, inventory, inventory. Buy some spikes. Estelle, Joshua, am I glad I found you two. We've got a bit of a problem. Is your father at home today? It's something about having to sort out a bunch of documents. What's going on? You know Luke and Pat, right? Sure we do. In fact, we saw them not that long ago. Pat ran off to the tower that lies on the northern outskirts of Roland. The Tower of Esmelis. Isn't that place supposed to be a breeding ground for monsters? That's what they say. Unfortunately, at the moment, Scarizard is out on other Bracer business, so I want you to ask your father to bring the boys home safely. No time for that. We'll just go get him. I believe that Estelle's judgment is correct in this situation. If the two of us hurry, we may even be able to catch up with the boys before they reach the tower. The Esmelis Tower can be reached by taking the western path of the junction along the Malga Trail. You can get onto the Malga Trail through Roland's northwest gate. I'll be on standby at the guild, so if you run into any trouble, you know where to find me. Alright. Northwest. Yep. Northwest. Yep. Alright. Good. This should be it. So, on the Malga Trail, I need to fight a couple of things. Very specific couple of things. Maybe? I don't know, actually. If I find them, I'll fight them. Wah! Oh, I guess he was, Okay, so basically this game can be a cakewalk, and I do not need to fight any random encounters for a good long while. Good to know. Oh yes, there are... What is this? This is the Malga Trail? Yes. There are 3 treasure chests on here that I need to get, and look at the chest thing. Hooray, there's one. Not a thing remains in the chest except a lonely dead spider. If I go this way, do I get yelled at? Doesn't seem like. Let's go get these chests. Bong, bong, bong. Bong, bong, bong. Oh god, that's a monster. Preemptive attack. Here we go. Strength up. By 10. Hooray. Yeah. So, if I wasn't wearing the haze quartz, these enemies would be looking at me and like running at me to encounter me. This chest is now full of disappointment. This is the mine, which I'm sure will be... Yeah, okay. Not even a peep from Estelle about that, which is how you super know that, like, what are you doing? Don't go this way. Okay, so because these are actually super useless random encounters, we're gonna put Cloak on. So now we can just run through enemies, or around them, I guess? Anyway, yeah. And I can basically just stare at the map while I run. I still need to get one more chest, and then we're good. We've got a checklist. Found Tear Bomb. The chest is empty. I wonder whose fault that is. We're really quickly gonna save again. Here they are. Or here we are, I guess. Looks like we've come all the way to Asmella's tower. I didn't see any sign of them along the trail, so do you think they've wandered inside? Quite likely that's the case. Let's go in. It looks like we'll need to hurry. Righto. It's dark in here. I'm scared. Quit being a baby. We're only on the first floor of this place. Luke! Pat! You can hear me. Answer me now! They pretend they can't hear me. I don't have a map, but it's fine. I don't think there's actually anything on this. These are all actually kind of... These towers, there's 4 of them in total, and they're basically just like little optional dungeons you can access at certain points in each respective chapter of the game. But more on that later. Somebody help! Run full speed in the direction of the voice. Rush in simultaneously with Joshua is the correct answer here. Let's see. Let me double check. Run simultaneously with Joshua is what they said, but... Right, I've got your back. Chew on this! Waboom! So, you'll notice that we have the children in our party. Sometimes there's escort battles. This is a battle. Escort battles. Where if the monsters attack and kill the kids, or attack enough and kill the kids, you fail. And it's rough. Critical! Boom. Oh no, 0 damage. And they kind of just wander aimlessly. And a lot of them don't actually do anything. Which sucks. But like, hey, it is what it is. You can thankfully cast like healing magic and stuff on them though, so it's not too bad. Not bad for a girl. You little twerp. Boom. You violent she-devil. Shouldn't we forgive each other like they teach us at school? This brat doesn't need forgiveness, but a little discipline should do the trick. Behind you. It's something with teeth, isn't it? Nice monster? Huh? Dad, you came. You still lack skill and understanding, Estelle. You must always prepare for unseen danger by sharpening your senses. That's part of what it means to be a bracer. But you failed to follow through completely. That was incredible, Mr. Bright. You were like a gazillion times more awesome than Estelle. Of course I was. I'm her father. Why does he have to go and take all the credit? Really chaps my hide. And that extra +1 BP is what we gain from choosing run simultaneously with Joshua. Now we have 5. Really quickly, I'm going to put this guide in my browser bookmarks. Here we go. Letter arrived for your father really quick. Or, yeah, recently. As I'm sure you already know by now, Liberl isn't the only country where the Bracer Guild exists. On top of that, your father is widely known all across the Zemirian continent, so we can expect these kinds of letters from time to time. You two would be so kind as to make sure that he gets this letter. I would really appreciate it. No current job listings. Okay. What else do we need? Probably nothing, because we probably can't go anywhere else. We've got... Oh, we might be able to buy another copy of the news. Maybe. See, he had different dialogue. Aha! There we go. Cool. And you can actually read that too. If you open up the Bracer book, you can go to... Where is it? Is it in the Bracer book? No, it's just... I'm thinking of Cold Steel. Cold Steel puts it in your student notebook. Junior Bracer Emblem. You can look at it. Wow, cool, amazing. Oh, I already had chapter 1. Heck, oh well. Got 5 pages. Don't want to read it. I mean, like, it's worth reading. Sure wish a woman who could cook would appear in my son's life. And gender roles 2020. Whatever. For a backwoods town, these stores do carry a pretty nice selection of good. The hell? Who are you? Bracer Guild is red, shop is green. Nowhere else I really need to go, I don't think. Unless I could go to the Aben Bar. Oh yeah, Aben Bar has lots of recipes for me to eat. Wholesome pasta. I must already know it. French fries, flowery soda, and carmine eye. Bridge. A new lode was discovered in the Malgam mine. This may be something to look forward to. Oh, Estelle and Joshua. Could it be that you're on a date together? Not in a million years. Whatever happened with that? Well, why don't you have a look? Look at my emblem. You passed. Congratulations. If I ask my mom and dad, I can probably get you a free meal. That's because working in the media is my future goal. I'm going to join the Liberal News Service and work hard as a reporter. My gut feeling says that 2 of you are going to be in the tabloids. Isn't it romantic that you 2 lovers are bracers who stand for justice? I have this feeling that a juicy drama is about to unfold. Lovers? Joshua and I aren't lovers, we're family. You really don't understand anything, Estelle. Joshua's adopted, and things could go either way in the future, right? Plus, leaving it at that would surely please the readers. Readers? I don't have a clue what she's talking about. You laughing like a big ditz is far more natural for you. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You're gonna see my angry expression if you keep that up. Maybe glutton is closer to the mark than ditz. Meow. Meow. Oh yeah, Cassius is probably in his room. And before I forget, I got that copy of the Liberal News you wanted. Liberal News. How delightful that my daughter has finally understood what a great man her father truly is. There's no need to hold back, Estelle. Come and jump into your father's loving arms. In your dreams! I swear, the men in this house have one thing in common. They never know when to shut up. I didn't do much. I just gave her a push in the right direction. Oh no! Are eggs supposed to explode like that? Cooking is supposed to be about passion. Exploding eggs are passionate, right? Now, once more. We don't want the curtains to catch fire again. A message from the Erebonian Empire. What? Estelle's explosion over rice. I didn't even lose my eyebrows making dinner this time. Wait, business? I don't care what kind of job you're doing, that's just too soon. Oh, only about 5 or 6. So I was thinking, and how about the both of you handle them for me instead? I'll have you do the ones which I think you can accomplish, and I'll ask Scarazard to handle the difficult ones. What do you say? Oh, I hope. I imagine this is a... I don't think this has anything to do with, BP. Yeah, no. We can say whatever the hell we want. But of course we'd say sure. You're doing these too, right, Joshua? Oh, you're okay. Face it, Dad, you're getting old. If people lose their trust in you at this age, you might as well just throw in the towel forever. I'm only helping you out because I'm your daughter and I have a duty to pay you back for the last 16 years. Yeah, so 16, okay. I'm only 45, and what's more, I'm very likely the most active member in the entire guild. Not bad for a pair of comedians. The camera pens are slow enough in this game that without the turbo I would just be like grossly bored. Actually, what I should be saying here is don't offer alcohol to minors. There appears to be some sort of movement within the Empire. Don't you spoil that girl, hear me? Now that she's become a bracer, she needs to learn to look after herself. Already been 5 years since you became a part of this family, hasn't it? How time does fly. Are you sure you won't reconsider taking those words back? Ooh, spooky foreshadowing, unknown backstory. Oh, good God, did I, No, okay. This is the prologue still, right? It better be. Good God. I wasn't even in the prologue, actually. I was in the very start of the game. Yup, that makes sense. Got it. Good, got it, good. Don't do anything I wouldn't do myself, and try not to be a handful for Joshua either. The umpteenth time I heard you already. How about you try not to go overboard yourself with your own work? You're not getting any younger, you know. Say what you will, but I'm not about to be overtaken by any youngsters. Everybody in this game has a cool nickname. Everybody in this whole universe has a cool nickname TM. It's quite silly, but it's, you know what, fuck it, I love it. Even Cassius, but I'm not going to spoil what his is. I'm not sure everywhere you'll be going, but don't forget to bring me back a souvenir. A little fancy something would be nice. Hey now, this trip is for business, not pleasure. If I have any money left over, I'll certainly think about it though. Let's go! Oh, excuse me. I am Cassius Bright. Turn and fight, you cowardly monsters. Boys are so simple-minded. I wonder if I can go to the Milch Main Road yet. Go try. Head over to the guild still. Cassius was the one who I was most focused on. That's too bad. By changing his style, he'd express himself as a characteristic beau aside from the typical Joe. No doubt he'd be popular on a whole new level too. How old are you again? Outside the Calvard Republic. Okay. The country to the east of the Liberal Kingdom. Angermeter Rising. Yeah, Bracer Guild. Theo Purzel. She was one of our classmates at Sunday school. She's also the Purzel farm owner's daughter. Terminate some monsters. Don't have to get to pick up any others? Oh yeah. Find the shiny rock and Milchman Road monsters. So the side quests that you kind of get are usually either like fetchy quests, or oh god, I remember. Okay, given by NPC after completing Find the Shiny Rock quest. Okay. Oh, look in a shell in the quest. Include fix BP? I don't know what that is. Okay. Well, if I can now go to the Milchmane Road, then that's pretty much what I've got to do, actually. Oh, that's the landing. Okay, yeah, that's the airport, Malga Trail. We've got all the chests on, so Milchmane Road. Away we go. We're gonna heck up that monster really easily, and it's gonna be freaking silly, basically. Oh, right. I literally am unable to attack monsters right now. I wonder if playing on Nightmare mode really will be like... Oh, hey, there's a chest right here. However, this one... I don't remember if this is one of the fun ones. Monsters appeared. This is one of the fun ones. Sometimes you have chests, and they have a whole shitload of monsters, and they're actually usually pretty hard fights. Unless... Nah, I'm not gonna bother. The flying feline is focusing its for power. Oh, I missed. Oh no, Hurricane is 30 points. Yep, alright. Oh, hey. Kitty kick. Oh, this is very, very easy. So here's the great thing about crafts. You can hit things. Fucking, what am I talking about? Topaz Talisman. You open the empty chest and stare inside. The chest stares back accusingly. Love this game. Love it. Love it to death. To death. I'm gonna double check where the... How many chests am I looking for? 3 normal chests and 1 that contains a monster, so I'm already cleared that one, so here's one of the normal ones. The chest is empty. Surprise? There's gonna be a big monster kicking around here somewhere, and I'll basically just fight it immediately. The chest is empty. Shocked? Here it is. The chest is empty. Haha! Got you! The chest gags are easily, like, the best part of this game. Okay, so there should be a big scary monster kicking around somewhere. I don't know where. That's not it. They're usually pretty obvious. Pine plant has been spotted roving the Milch Main Road. They also do not show up on the map. You'll see there are little red dots on the map for random encounter monsters. Whereas once I find this goddamn thing, only 2 areas. Why am I having so much trouble finding this thing? I love that I read all those 3 in the correct order as well. Where the last one said shocked, or haha, got you, because it didn't say shocked, surprised, or odd, or whatever. But it makes me wonder... Ah, right, okay. This game does some weird things where it'll tell you that the Vert Bridge checkpoint is over there, but only on this screen, or back on that screen. So it shows you kind of the direction that you need to go, but it doesn't outright tell you that there's another area, which is why I was having so much trouble finding the Pine Plant. Makes me wonder if the chest was programmed to do exactly what it did, which is there are 3 chests on that screen, and if you read them in any order, the first one says shocked, the second one says surprised, and the third one says, aha, got you. Still don't know where the hell this thing is. Ah, this is it. A large monster is prowling around. And it's dead. Oh, it explodes. Oops. It did no damage. Hooray. Yeah, this is super not compelling. I'm already thinking I'm going to change the difficulty. Well, not so much. I'm going to keep the difficulty, but I'm going to change the New Game Plus settings. Which will mean having to replay some stuff, but even I ran around outside of town when I was young. Oh, I don't have the quest I'm looking for yet. So let's go pick up the Shiny Rock quest. And by pick up, I mean like just, you know, finish, complete, do, whatever. People don't remember who Charles is. This Charles? This is Charles. I forget how this quest works. Aha. There's something shining down there through the sewer grate. Alright, and this is how we find the shiny rock. We go back into the sewers. Meow. I've already paid your money to the guild, therefore I think I have the right to complain. Fucking all child. Same kind of quartz made of sepith. Chipped, so it doesn't function anymore. Drill meatballs. Okay. That's actually what, they're kind of bitter, so I can't stand them. Find the shiny rock. Completed. So, the orange ones are side quests, and the green ones are main quests. Which is pretty straightforward. And you actually do have to go back to the guild to report them. Like I said. Reported results for Find the Shiny Rock. Plus 2 BP. Reported results for Milchbane Road Monster. 3 BP. Rank advancement. Received information quartz. Alright. Go head over to the Purzel farm. This track is one of my favorites in this game, and it's called A Cat Relaxing in the Sun, or A Cat Lounging in the Sun, and if that's not just the most perfect name for a chill track like this, then I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It's so chill. This isn't. That's Tio. What? I mean, I just need to go into the house. Who knows? Yes. Alright, perfect. Don't sweat it. We're bracers after all. I'm gonna fuck these monsters up. I'm gonna fuck them up. They seem to resemble something like a chubby cat. Doop doop doop. I'm more blown away by the fact that the children enjoy playing with such a stick in the mud. He's definitely courteous and maybe even a tad reserved, but get to know him, he's really a caring young man. The fact that he's not self-conscious about it too gives him points in my book. Those striking facial features, mysterious amber eyes, and lush black hair, really natural that he'd be a target for all the young girls. Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, let's not ask that question ever again. Ever. Are you blind, Estelle? Rumor has it that more than just a few girls have asked to go out with him. I hear that he turned them all down, though. I had no idea. How utterly cruel of him not to confide in me. If you were a boy, I imagine it would be a different story, but as a girl, I don't think that's something he would talk to you about. She's either completely out of touch with matters of the heart, or just plain dense. Poor Joshua. He really has his work cut out for him. You don't happen to have any secrets you're not telling me about, do you? Where do you come out up with this stuff? Since you came to live with us, we've always done everything together, right? Even though we've had our fair share of fights, they're all good memories for me now, and what I mean to say is I've come to think of you as family in every sense of the word. You know, about things like trouble with your love life, and whatnot. If the only metric is shock value, it's definitely something that I would throw at people to make them go, "What the fuck?" Captain, that's for sure. Secrets, huh? Going pretty good. I'm gonna play Trails in the Sky. This is Trails in the Sky. Welcome to Trails in the Sky. It's amazing. I love it. It's the best. Oh. Auditory ASMR because, you know what?
This game's music is amazing.
Oh, I need to talk to the cows. I needed to talk to the cows, dude. It was really, really important. The fields, I believe, was next? Or was it the greenhouses? The fields. All I hear are the bugs chirping. Did anyone ever tell you that story as a kid? You know, the one about babies being born in a cabbage patch? Oh, okay. Cool. You watch an ASMR stream where I just talk with the mic really close to my face?
I mean, sometimes I just do it as a gag.
I don't think I would be able to do an entire stream like that, though. And no, I was told about an angel with silver wings who delivers them. Interesting. So the explanation for where babies come from differs depending on the region, huh? How about we get back to work? Talking about how to make babies, dude. One sec. Okay. So we've been having some water heater problems for the past day or so, and so our landlord is going to be coming by to fix it, or take a look at it basically in about 15 minutes. So, we're going to next. Greenhouses. Mostly it's just because, like, I don't really want to promote and or, I would like to start moving away from that kind of talk, basically. I mean, maybe at some later day when maximum degeneracy has been achieved, but I'd rather not, like, alienate people with kind of stuff like that. You are definitely a ditz, Estelle. Psst, look. Meow. This is a story game. It's an RPG. We're barely into the prologue at this point. Catch a giant crop muncher in first. He has no CP for crafts at all. Holy shit, I took damage. Okay. On a critical, that said.
That's that then. Let's move out.
This game is amazing. It's got amazing music. Characters are all great, etc., etc. My goodness, the work of a bracer is something else. Alright, you critters, you'd better count your blessings. If we catch you around here again, you won't be so lucky. Now scram! Meow! I love crop munchers. They're cute. This is New Game Plus. It's why I one-shot all those monsters and they only did 90 damage to me on a critical hit, which was like less than several tenths of my health or whatever. It's New Game Plus on the hardest difficulty, but I've carried over literally everything, like Chrono Trigger style, even levels, which I think has made basically the difficulty non-existent, so I don't think I'm going to keep playing like this with these options. I might carry over literally everything except my levels, we'll see. I'm just cold-hearted and indifferent, though. I don't feel any compassion. Maybe some part of my heart is broken or something. Joshua! I'm amazed you can sit there and say something so embarrassing like that. Alright, back in the menu. I'm going to take a small break. Alright, now that I am correctly streaming again, hooray. So we couldn't really figure it out, unfortunately, which is annoying. Well, we figured kind of what's happened, but we don't really know exactly how to fix it, because the problem was a weird, don't really know what caused it sort of problem, so god damn it. Anyway, where were we in Trails in the Sky? Ah, here we go. So here's where you see all of the required elements for arts, which is cool. It's really good that they have a resource, and honestly, they have a hell of a resource, actually. Yeah. Huh. Is that really all you had for magic? For magic healing? I guess in this game, yes. There's some crazier spells in the later games. Including, I think Eagle Eye, Haze Cloak Heal. Okay. Including the Cold Steel games. Skills, battle order, status elementals, cooking. Okay. Anyway, all we need to do is go back to Roland, report our thing. Yeah, alright, sounds good, Odd Captain. You take care. Take care. That's the word that I should say. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for jamming. Hope you enjoy, and hope to see you again soon. You have a good night. I'm thinking I might, so obviously I'm heading up into the Esmelis Tower here, because I basically want to explore it and loot it. There's a bunch of chests and stuff here. I'm thinking I might end the stream around the time when Sam gets back, because I'll have to explain the whole water tank situation to her. And I would like to do that fairly thoroughly, but I'm not entirely sure yet. Broken bridge. Damn it. But I'm not sure yet. Your bomb. You already got the treasure. Don't be greedy. It was, you know what? You missed absolutely nothing, because I have literally just started playing the game again after about a 20-minute interlude while my landlord was here and trying to diagnose the water heater problems that we are having. What do you want? Yeah, there's like a pilot light in it that's basically exploded, and we're not sure why or how. Point is, we're currently without water, and it's awful. Hot water, that is. Yeah. It's bad. I never realized. Monsters appeared. Oh, these guys are assholes. Early in the game, they're very tough if you're playing on a new game. Because... you know what? Oh yeah, elemental efficacy is really good on them, actually. But we're going to use a quick little blur. And another quick little aqua bleed is fine. Because they explode on you. Oh, this one's gonna. Okay, never mind. And if you don't know that going in, it's really easy to get totally screwed by that coming in. So you just run up and you hit them. You're like, oh, whatever, you just run up and hit things. But no, the actual answer is to spam arts. Spam so many arts. Ah, Tin Staff. Apparently somebody already looted this chest. Now, who could that be? They're all very sassy. Saucy little minxes. Can't remember how to get to this. There we go. No, it actually, like, exploded, is what I'm told. And it's like, that's like a safety mechanism thing, is my understanding. So it did what it was supposed to do, it just, there's Miller's Tower roof. Once you get to the roof of these towers, there's not really much to do or go on. Look at that JPEG background. It's beautiful. I love it. So good. No, my landlord was looking at it, and he actually, because my landlord's a plumber, which is really nice, and we live in a very well-built basement suite, basically. I'd ask yourself how long that potluck has been in this chest, and if you feel lucky. Anyway, so he looked at it, and he was like, no, there is broken glass in there. So he's going to look into the warranty and what he can do to see about fixing it, basically. And in the meantime, fuck. But he's only working a half day tomorrow, so that should be alright. I don't remember how to get down. How the hell do I go down? It's just here. Oh, where the hell is it? There it is. God. Ah! I did it again. Oh, you know what? I was thinking there was a system for exploring these towers, getting you more BP, but I'm actually thinking of Trails of Cold Steel. There are shrines that are very similar to these towers, and you get a little extra grade bump, basically, if you explore them to the end. Although in Cold Steel, you always fight a boss at the end of them, regardless of whether you're supposed to be there or whatever, because you go to them later in the game. But that concept is not in Trails in the Sky. Let alone FC. It's very, very different and weird to me and throws me off quite a lot that I'm playing... Where is this? There it is. I'm playing Trails in the Sky, the first game. Literally, like, the first game in the series. This Elite Highway, there are no treasure chests in the Elite Highway. Cool. But, if we go further south, you can find, well, for one, monsters. For two, this bridge, which is cool. The entrance to Mistwall, the forest, which we need to go in and loot before we take a specific quest. Oh, right, and there's no... No map in here, unfortunately. Oh, bear claw. What the hell? What is that? I think I need that for later. So I'm looking for 2 treasure chests. Aha, here's one. Hide jumpsuit. The chest is also very empty. Another bear claw. I think there's a quest almost right away where you have to gather not 1, 2, or I think 3 bear claws? Like, we don't currently have hot water, is kind of the problem that we are facing. You know? There's another bear claw. God, I get so turned around in here, actually. It's terrible. Nothing over here except this monster. Oh, did I see a place to go? Ooh. Oh. Oh, hey, here we go. Okay, let's go over here then. Yeah, this is totally not the way to go. Oh, your internet went to shit? Okay. No, we currently don't have hot water. Oh? So they... Oh shit. I know this tree. This tree is important. The light, the pilot light has literally, like, exploded. Or the bulb. Where is this last chest, I wonder? Oh, okay, there's that one. I wonder if I can get this game to work with an Xbox 360 controller. As much as I love the GameCube controller, holding Z all the time hurts my index finger, and I don't like the triggers. Okay, basically I have to digital press the triggers, so press them all the way down to rotate the camera, and with as much as I rotate the camera, here it is, it actually takes a bit more effort. Back for more, eh? Some people are never satisfied. Alright, there are the 2 forests. From 2 forest chests that I was looking for. Now we can leave Mistwald. Of course, it was in, like, the very first place. That's actually all the chests in the prologue, I think. Oh, 4 in the tower? I don't know if I got all... Or 5 in the tower. I don't know if I got all 5. A pic of this? What are you posting a picture of? Did I get 5 chests in the tower? Does anybody remember? Uh-oh. Well, you know what? It's fine. The Wi-Fi graph from your task manager? Yeah, sure. Oh, yeah. Oh, my lord. Oh, right, yeah. There's the bear claw. Yep, okay. Okay. No, I don't want to go talk to the mayor. I want to go talk to literally everybody else. I want to go to the church, actually. You. Wait, what? I get a better look at this girl? Oh, hey, look at that. I don't know where I got the savory pinion from. Gird up our loins for the trials that lie ahead. Now, this is a New Game Plus playthrough. I've played through all of Trails' first chapter and second chapter. Trails in the Sky, first and second. I have not played the third, so I figured I would do a New Game Plus playthrough of both of those before I hit up the third, because also it's been a while. So instead I'm going for 100%. Oh, that was the quest I came here for. Hooray, we're done. I am following a walkthrough because, good God, there's so much stuff in this game. Mushroom hunt? Waiting at the landing port. Hey. You Orvid? You are Orvid. Oh, yeah. Oh, I remember you. You're a pain in the ass guy. Oh, well, I guess you'll have to do. Never mind. I was just talking to myself. Let's get down to business. Please excuse my lack of decorum, but I'm in a bit of a hurry. At the moment, I'm looking for a rare mushroom called the Firefly fungus. It is said that it only grows in soil rich with septium. There are records of it being picked here in Roland, but no shops seem to carry it. However, it is a vital necessity that I get my hands on one, so I put in a request to the Guildhouse. For one thing, it glows with a light green color. I'm currently on New Game Plus in the sense that I have carried over literally everything, and that seems like a piece of cake. And it's a lot easier than I would like it to be. I'm steamrolling literally everything right now, even though I picked Nightmare difficulty. Which, you know, whatever, it's its own thing, but I'm probably going to try... Not here. I'm going to try restarting it. And I'll basically kind of play along through it again. Play along through what all I have done so far. Wait. Again, but I will not carry over my status, so I'll be a lower level. Monsters! For example. Boom.
That's that.
Yeah, it's a little silly, but I don't know. You conniving merchant. There's not anything I need to do at the Yeah, no. Nothing I need to do at the mine yet. And also, when I start redoing the game, I'm gonna crank up that turbo because turbo, basically. I need. Okay, let's go talk to the merchant. Oh, waterfall. Well, it's like this. You had some big nefarious plan in mind, right? A nefarious mushroom plan. For cooking, of course. That's why it's such a pain to deal with country bumpkins. The ultimate ingredient. Commoners such as yourselves. There we go. Oh, is it actually you? Ah, yep. Five for 4A1. Alright. Is it that one? No. Is it this one? No. No. Which one is it? This one? It's this one. Hooray, we did it. What? Now there's two Joshuas. What? Glued her hand to her head once. Hello. How are you?
Thanks, do we have water?
No.
I'm not good!
Yes. Basically, there's... No, it's cool. There is a bulb, like literally the pilot light sort of thing.
Yeah.
There's a bulb, basically, that has actually shattered on the bottom, and he's not really sure why or how or whatever. So he's gonna look into it and get back to us depending on what the warranty lets him do, because he might replace the bulb.
If he replaces the bulb, it might wreck his product.
Well, if he can replace the bulb, it just might just break again. Is the thing. So he's only working a half day tomorrow, so he'll have time. Let's see. He's just gonna let me know, basically. This one. Ooh, 3 berries. Ooh, for 40.
Nothing to know.
Nothing to report.
Other than shit.
You are dismissed. Change what?
Singing my praises.
Oh.
He really doesn't like me. Hi, Fubar! How is you? What does alright mean? That sounds like a story, my dude. Unless you said it earlier in chat, then I can just scroll.
Not really, I don't think.
Is it the internet thing?
The internet thing?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I can download things.
It means but alright.
Okay.
How are you? He's asking how
I'm good. I slept through my 7th lecture, not consecutively, so, you know, that's nice. But, yeah.
Is it really at 7?
I think so.
Good God.
I am including the scenario I slept through, too. That part of the lecture, quote unquote. I'm gonna go dog walking now. Might just bring a bottle of shampoo to her house.
Yeah. Not so much when you're Sam and you're on the couch for it.
Yeah, I guess that's...
And it's at 9 in the morning.
Thing. Where they're like scheduled via Zoom, if you've heard of that. Everyone has by now, I think.
Apparently.
I know, right? Some guy even asked me, he was like fucking like 62-year-old dude, but he's been like really keeping track of my fucking school life. He asks me every time, he's like, so are you guys doing class by a Zoom now? I was like, oh, good for you, buddy. Yeah, so I sit on the couch with my computer and then I claim I don't have a webcam. Not so that I can sleep, but so that I don't have to, like, do anything. You know, I can just, like, look like Jabba the Hutt on the couch. You know how, like, well, because, like, when you lay on the couch, I don't know how to describe it, but you got, like, your laptop on your stomach, and you're just, like, fucking, your neck is crooked 90 degrees to look at it.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm just
from the angle.
Giggling at the mental image of you being like Jabba the Hutt.
I actually would like to open my fucking webcam sometime just to see what I would look like if I had to turn it on. I also found out today, while clicking through Zoom options, that you can tell whose computer has a webcam and whose doesn't.
Oh.
It shows you the capabilities.
Oh, jeez.
I just hope that none of my 30 to 40 plus instructors know enough technology to get to the next I did. Because it gave me a big list, and like a couple of the other people that were like, I don't have a webcam, I can't turn my webcam on, do in fact not have a webcam. My son just asked me if when I was little I had to stay inside for COVIDs 1 through 18.
Jesus. He says someone knows it. How to get to the webcam capability menu.
Well, so long as the someone is not my teacher.
I saw a screenshot of, okay, so in Dragon Ball Z, the part where you roll your eyes.
I was actually just gonna like flip over on the
There's a cricket there. You nearly killed her, I think.
Oh my god, she's shaking. I scared her so much. I'm so
So these androids show up.
Sorry.
No, it's cool. These androids show up, and they're androids 20 and 19. And then the main cast is like, oh no, we have to train up and fight these evil androids. And then eventually they fight and kill them, and they're like, yeah, awesome, we did it. And then the person who came from the future to warn them about the androids is like, these weren't even the real androids. And then androids 17 and 18 show up. So it's a picture of 19's head lying on the ground, and it's like COVID-19. And then it's like COVID 17 and 18, and it's just the androids.
explain that? I feel like you said that to me and then had to explain it.
Maybe.
Like the not with the COVID, but just with the androids,
The androids,
themselves.
What did you have in your cup?
Special K. Yeah. I was like, I really want a snack. I had no snack. So I had cereal instead of snack.
I was gonna bring home snack today. So many people brought things up to the counter. I was like,
That's tasty.
Ooh, ooh.
oh, yummy.
What do you want to do for supper?
Eat.
Eat. Fuck's sake.
You do the same thing to me.
No,
but
I know. I say food.
Yeah.
I think I just asked you, what do you want to do for supper? And you said eat. And you usually ask me, what do I want to eat for supper? And I say food.
We could do stroganoff. I really just don't want to have to go through the motion.
No, don't worry
We
about
also don't have dishes
it. Yeah.
to boil. I'm gonna boil a couple pots of fire.
What? Just put them on towels and just wrap them up and stash them somewhere for a bit.
I always feel bad that every time here, we always have a bunch of dishes. It's always here because the water heater breaks and we can't wash dishes without hot water.
I literally don't even think he saw them. Or looked
You
at
know
them.
what? I would see. If I went to somebody's house, I would.
You're not the plumber. Did you get a look at his truck?
Huh?
Did you look at his truck? You should look at his truck.
Fuck.
Shit.
Look at that tomorrow.
Oof? What's oof?
Talk to me, I'll have to talk louder about
No, Fubar just said oof. Oh, yeah. Big Ood. Ah, Jesus. I want to pillage his treasure chest.
Oh, thanks for saying
Welcome. I did that like just before Nate got here. I was like, oh no. And the pots that we used were, well, we were boiling water to have like showers, quote unquote, because we both just washed our hair. And then we promptly made craft dinner. And then we used the pots that we had the boiling water in to make said craft dinner. So now there's just craft dinner gunk in our boiling water pots.
This sounds so fucking stupid.
It's pretty fucking stupid, I guess. We didn't really fully consider the ramifications of what we were doing. Fubar says you can try heating water on it, just not boiling it, which I assume should be extrapolated as we can use a not pot. Alright, this might be a bit abrupt, but I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Mostly because I don't want
You
to...
saw me looking in the fridge, that's why. But ooh, keep cooking. Or act his explanation.
Mostly because I'm getting pretty far in the game, and since I'm gonna be like redoing it because I want to adjust the difficulty options thing, I don't want to get so much further that I have to do so much stuff that I've already done. So yeah, basically it. I don't know why I would save, but hey, whatever. Yeah. So we're just gonna go back to the title screen and I'm going to try something new and strange and different and weird, and I'm going to send you guys